So you're loading up the Caves and Cliffs update and you want to see the best that it has to offer. You're going to need this seed and we're going to jump right into it. We're going to go ahead and create a brand new world here. Go to more world options and this is what we want. You're going to want to enter the following. There you go. That's the seed that you're going to want. And we're just going to go right off and build this new world. And that's it. Perfect, right? I mean, obviously this is the greatest world you're ever going to find. Well, not quite. What we have here is the spawn area, and it's really not a whole lot to look at, to be honest. And if you were just loading up this world to try out some new testing and to see what the server has to offer, what this world has to offer, I mean, you'd have that, you know. You'd have a portal. Let's see what it's got, if it's got anything good. I mean, it's got some okay loot. But as you're going to see, that's hardly the best that this world has to offer. Now, what you're going to want to do, if you are in survival mode, is you're going to want to stockpile here for a little while, but this is only the beginning. If you're in creative mode, you're going to want to go to the coordinates right here and teleport right away to them, because that's where this world gets exciting. Or it would. Except for I typed it in wrong. Hold on a sec. Okay, I don't know what happened there. I feel like we have a bit of a glitch going on with 118, but this is still a snapshot. Okay, so now that you're here at these coordinates, as you can see the XYZ right there on your screen, what you're going to do is you're going to look around in awe, because we have a very beautiful world coming up here. But the first thing you might notice on spawning in is this little village over here. And if you don't notice this little village over here, it might be because you noticed this little village over here first. You have two villages very close to this one area, which would be exciting. It would be fantastic, but we have something more going on here. Now, if you fly over in this direction a little bit, you might be able to tell. Yep, there it is. Village number 3. Wait, there's village number 4. Well, now we're just getting ridiculous. How exciting is this? If we fly over in here, you'll be able to see that plenty of these villages actually have blacksmith shops. One of them, I know, at least has 5 obsidian in it already, which is ridiculous. This one has another 5. Together you have your 10 for an ender portal, and if you didn't, guess what? Up there is a ruined portal. Now, this mountain, as you can tell, is kind of a central point for this hub area. It's kind of interesting, because if you fly up to the top here, you'll see that there's a rather unique feature. Yes, part of the village has generated up here in the mountains. Very cool. We have a couple of cute, cool-looking caves. We have some interesting spaces to build in. A lot of very deep, very steep ravines that lead to some very cool rivers. One of which, if you come down here, back by where we teleported in, as you can see, we have a underwater cave that goes way back and is at the river's level. So you can farm glow squid in here. You can do all sorts of kind of crazy cool-looking stuff with this section. Alright, so we have a couple of mountains. There's some really interesting stuff if you go off in various different directions. Believe me, this area is going to be a builder's paradise. And it really speaks to me. I want to use this world. And if I wasn't doing bunch of squares, I'd probably start a brand new survival series here fairly quickly. Alright, and we're coming up on village number 5. Almost within sight distance of the mountain. Actually, it is within sight distance of the mountain. Look at that. We've got bees. We got bees everywhere. There's a lot of bees on this seed. As you can see, a lot of big caves going down, but none are quite as big as the one I'm about to show you. Alright, once again, we're over by this village that we started off by when we teleported. If we come down here, though, and head into this cave, you'll see that we are in for a treat. It's almost hard to tell. I'm not sure if you will be able to see it very well, but this cave, I measured it out, goes for almost 500 blocks end to end, and it's easily flyable. You can do all sorts of crazy cool builds in here. You can clear out the water, and it goes almost all the way down to bedrock. Over here, right in the middle of this cave, As you can see, we have a geode, and isn't that just lovely? Aren't geodes great, folks? I thought I was in a different part of the cave. This cave is so big, I lose track of where I am fairly easily. Now, the real reason I'm mentioning this, aside from all the builder's capabilities, is the fact that if you go in the right area, I'm going to see if I can find it, this cave actually serves as a passage directly under the mountain, which is very, very cool. I think this might be it. Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, we've got actually a couple of caves here that looks like it ties together. I know that cave does as well. It's all part of the same cave system, and basically we're just on the other side of the mountain. Yes! This area is quite the winner. I think I'll show you just a few more highlights, and then I'll wrap up the video real quick. Out beyond this first village, almost the first thing you can find is going to be this snowy biome, and if you follow this river, I believe this river is another thing that's almost 500 blocks long. It goes on for quite a distance and would be amazing if people wanted to make an open river ice boating race or something like that. I'll bet you that this would be a phenomenal course, and it's pre-built for you. You really don't have to worry about a thing. You just put another portal at the end so you can bring yourself back to the start really easily, and then you start off. You just go. It just keeps going, too. It's not like it stops. It's not like it slows down. It just keeps going until it hits the ocean. Kinda crazy. And coming back from that little bit of ocean, we have, once again, another amazing fjord that just looks so good when you get down on player level. It just looks so pretty to look up and just see all these beautiful things and these mountains in the distance. And as you can see, we got another mountain right here. And once again, this is not far from this area of the map. This is all very, very tightly knit together. Honestly, what I would do is if I was setting up a new server, I would take about 1,000 blocks in every direction and start off by walling that area off using the command for the world border and just kind of rolling with this to start with, because there's plenty of cool areas to explore, plenty of cool places to build. It might not have every biome you're looking for, but at the end of the day you can always expand and go off into the distance and use your resources to explore even further. Honestly, I'm loving this one just because the world generation is crazy cool in this area. I mean, look at this. This whole sort of pit area in between these two mountains, it looks gorgeous. I'd build a little city right there in the ground. But as you can see, we are back to our mountain home. And yeah, that's basically the end of the showcase. I've never done a Siege showcase before. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys check it out. And hope you guys go ahead and leave a like and tell me what you thought. And tell me if you want to see me show off any more builders seeds, because that's really what I'm in for. I'm in for these things that inspire me to build creative giant builds and bases. So, this has been this time, that will be that time, and I've just run out of time. Bye-bye.